that dislikes me, bro. The first time I went to court, he looked at me and said, "Wipe me down." It's an old gray white man, bro. Like, I ain't even know he knew my song. I couldn't do nothing but I was like, bro, like, person.
It's crazy because that boy escaped that shit in Baton Rouge from crooked ass laws down there, bro. You ain't from Louisiana, you don't know. I'm from Louisiana, them motherfuckers crooked down there. So he escaped them laws down there just to be getting fucked with in the ATL, bro. It's crazy.
The dudes I was in a tank with, I had 2 Mexicans. They saw it. They was off, bro. They was like, man, they was mad, bro. Like, he surprised everybody that day, bro. He was
Y'all didn't know, shout out to Boossie.
Glad that it's
Urban Tip Poppy Six. Boossie took a plea deal today for that. He had a call. He was doing a music shoot. It was like a couple years ago. He was doing a music shoot, and I think an informant was behind him recording him. That he had the gun on his backside. You did, but he took a plea deal today.
Yeah. Ready to go cross season. I'm gonna take a vacation. Go.
There's going around that he's been recharged, and it sounds like the feds did decide to recharge him because the Ninth Circuit had vacated the Duarte decision.
Right. So the Ninth Circuit, after the dismissal, vacated the Duarte decision. They're going to hear it en banc in September. So I am frankly just shocked by the fact that the government decided to move forward with charges now, just given what's been going on and developing in Second Circuit case law around the country, including in the Ninth Circuit. They recalled the Duarte decision. They depublished it so that the entire Ninth Circuit, the court as a whole, can re-review it. I am not expecting a different decision. Other circuits are in alignment with what the Ninth Circuit found. And I believe that ultimately the Supreme Court will be in alignment when the issue comes before them, probably in the next year or so.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as Boossie came to Twitter within the last hour or so and made the announcement that he had accepted a plea deal in the federal gun charge that he caught back in 2023 while he was out in San Diego at a video shoot. After leaving that video shoot, he was pulled over by police, taken to jail, charged with having the weapon on him and being a convicted felon with a firearm. As they got dropped, eventually he went to court, and as he left out of court, the feds picked the case up. And from there, it's been a complete roller coaster ride where he had eventually got the charges dropped. And I put those clips right there in the beginning where he had said, hey man, the prosecutor got it out for me. He's singing my lyrics in court. He really has it out, like trying to take me down through there. Eventually, he had got these charges dropped under the Duarte precedent, a law that had been set with the Ninth Circuit, where because he was not a convicted criminal in a violent case, only drug charges, that he could get this drop because he had no violent offenses on his record. Well, Boossie came home, did some things online where people were suggesting they wouldn't rephrase the charges of him talking about being a drug addict. She had came on, as y'all heard right there on Megan Kniff channel. His lawyer, Blanco, was saying, hey, he ain't failed no drug charges. He met every obligation. So why
but they
recharged him again.
That's crazy.
Took back when he had got dropped. Y'all seen how he was celebrating
his life,
we didn't even seen him cut his ankle monitor off. Everything was good, but they popped back up. And now they saying this. Just accepted a plea from the federal government on my gun case. I thought this case was over and I was going to get on with my life, but God don't make mistakes. And I'm tired of fighting. Talk to my family and this is the right decision. 100 to all my fans across the world. Say a prayer for your boy and go get the new album. Hashtag words of a real one. Now, Boossie didn't put on there exactly what they agreed to as just keeping it 1,000. Boossie is probably more than likely finna go sit down and do some prison time. Convicted felon in possession of a firearm. And even though he didn't have the nonviolent offenses and that Duarte situation with that precedent of law with that case of him being a nonviolent offender and was able to get his dropped, they thought they was gonna be able to do the same. These cases right here normally range, I've seen where dudes was able to get it down to a year, but it's like 1 to 4 years on the federal level with that. And Boosie's aware of that situation.
And
He's
this
done
had a
prison
baby
time
too?
before.
That shit crazy.
It's a hard pill to swallow that you got to go do that, especially as he had thought he had won, thought he was good, thought he was in the clear. But they came back, put the charges on and charged it differently. And he knows by looking at it that they want some time out of me. I'll be just spending money, spinning my wheels, putting more money in. It's putting more stress on me. It's on my mind every day. Let me go ahead and talk to them and just get this over with. How much time y'all want? What can we agree upon here? As it had got dropped on the state level already. He had the security there and everything, but once the feds came in and picked it up, took him right out the courtroom. And as you heard his lawyer say, Blanco right there, hey, when she was talking to Megan Kniff on Megan Kniff channel about it, man, this was supposed to be overstood. She thought that, hey, once the date comes later that year, that they was going to be able to get it thrown out and it'll be back over with. But as they said, man, prosecutor was going for the gusto on him. He said that they were singing his lyrics. That's never going to be good. Boossie spoke about it online as well, called him out online as well. You got to know that these people will get a real hard on for you if you're calling them out personally. All of that do play a role in these situations, bro. These people do have power on paper, power in the court system. They will go after that. It's what they do. They get paid to lock niggas up and get convictions. And I stand on what I was saying in the beginning, bro. Boossie was out there working. Now, we know that the guys, one of the guys or some of the guys that he shot that video with in San Diego was being investigated. So that's what put the eyes on him. But that was a legal job that Boossie was doing. And I stand firm on it, whether it be a rapper, whether it be an actor, whether it be somebody working a job at a machine shop, whether it be a forklift driver, a shop owner, anything, bro. I feel like if you don't, and this is my personal opinion, bro, I stand with that on Boosie's side that, hey, he's not a convicted felon of weapons charges or shootings of shooting at somebody. So with that happening, bro, he's using gun, and he's not the only one. There's plenty of guys out here who use weapons just to protect their business and what they got going on. Rapping is a very dangerous job. He has security there, but security is not the end all to be all, bro. I feel like convicted felons in possession of firearm is an outdated law. I think it should be a case-by-case situation. If I haven't had any more felonies in so many years, and I can show you I have a certified legit business, which he does as in rap, he pays taxes on this, I should be allowed to have a gun for protection, bro. And that's why I felt that, hey, Boossie was going to be straight in this situation, but they came back, switched it up, and Boossie going to have to go do some time now, man. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what happened with that. He'll keep it updated. He'll speak on it soon, but it just hit earlier today. And like I say, bro, you got to do your best to stay out the way. And true, the law is the law, bro. I'm not saying that it's not the law. You got to follow the law. Boosie got to follow the law. You got to follow the law no matter who you are. All I'm saying is it's an outdated law, and it's not just this for rappers. I feel like it's an outdated law in general. Legit business, paying taxes, multi-million dollars a year. I got security. This is a dangerous job. It is what it is, bro. I feel like somebody should be able to protect themselves if they have not came through and done any violent crimes. They haven't been in any trouble in years. They should have a right to have their right to bear arms reinstated, especially if they're working in a dangerous environment, that they're using that money and paying taxes with the money that they're making off of that. But I know y'all gonna still act like y'all don't get what I'm saying. Y'all gonna make it about the person. I'm not making it about Boossie. I'm speaking about it for all of us. Just keeping it all the way 1,000. Got more coming, more videos, all that. For shit show. Stay on your pivot.